How's it going, everybody? My name is Ten, and welcome back to the Red Strings Club. I had some issues, and I wasn't able to go back to when I served this guy his drink. Basically, he kind of introduced himself and, said that he was, Akara's dad and whatever, and that he, worked for Supercontinent and developed Akara with them, and we served him a drink. There were two options. We could either prey upon his vanity or his, it just said fraud, so I'm assuming he's got like some conflicting feelings about some stuff. So we just served him his drink, and yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's get into it. Everything all right? Yes. It's just this drink is so damn good. You're so true, Donovan. You're so authentic. Nice. Thank you. And you don't have to be so solemn about it. Nah, I'm sorry. It just got me thinking about what I've been doing all these years. Anyway, is there something you want me to talk about? So, we need to get information on the mirror neuron algorithm, which is what this M&A is. We did talk a little bit about that. He knows a lot about it. So, yeah, we need to... I have not gotten any information on the mirror neuron algorithm, and this is where we do it. I bet you are. Although I don't feel like I'm ready to talk the talk right now. How come? My head can get a bit obfuscated. I guess that's obfuscated. Yeah. Sometimes. I'm sorry. You know what? Akara here should be able to disclose the basic information. Do you mind, Akara? The mirror neuron algorithm is the first program to live and reproduce in human beings. Wearing implant... excuse me. Using implant wearers as transmitters, the M&A can broadcast subconscious conditionals to implant-free subjects. This is performed via micro-expressions and subtle body language. Given enough exposure, an implant-free subject will adopt these patterns, becoming a new host for the program. Oh, shit. Why didn't you tell me if you've known this all along, Akara? Yay, we got it. We got it. Don't blame them. We put pretty strict confidentiality protocols on them. Only a few of us at Supercontinent can override them. So that's the M&A in a nutshell. So, this is where kind of have to break this down, because we could potentially influence his decision to allow the Akara androids to push out the mirror neuron algorithm, because I guess that it's these guys, it's the Akara androids that are going to be the ones helping to push him out, which was probably the reason they were invented in the first place. But I guarantee you, he just doesn't seem like the kind of person, this Edgar Coldstream guy, he doesn't seem like the kind of person that would create these androids specifically for that purpose. I feel like he had like something else in mind, and the company is what's making him push him out for the M&A reason. So, how is this even possible? We pretty much already have it figured out. What do you plan to broadcast? That's pretty much self-explanatory. So we'll ask, does this sound super villainous to you? Forgive my boldness, but doesn't this sound super villainous to you? You think so? Edgar, let's be frank here. You're pushing a mind control device out there. Pretending to know what's best for humanity just makes it even more delusional. Only thing left for you to do is to practice your maniacal laugh. Oh, come on, don't tell me you did that. I'm just a phony, aren't I? A human joke with too much luck and too much budget. I wouldn't go so far as calling you a fake. But you should definitely be more responsible with what tools you grant to corporations. There's a lot of people in pretty deep shit because of you. Me. You're so right. I should surround myself with more people like you who don't consent to my every... caprice? Caprese? Salad? I love mozzarella. Listen, if at some point this gets out of control, give me a call and I'll see what I can do, alright? Whoa, you serious? I really appreciate it. It's the least I can do to atone for my irresponsible deeds. Okay, how do we abort the mirror neuron algorithm operation? Jeez, that was a hard read. I said if things spin out of control. I still believe M&A will be a good thing. He may be willing to help if things spin out of control, that's good. So let's see what other questions we can ask, because I can say, okay, I've heard enough, and that could be the end of it, but maybe there's some more information we can get. I kind of get how you would control implant wearers, but I don't see myself falling for that micro expressions bunk. Honestly, I'm not really sure how it works either. I know the psychological background behind it, but biologically speaking, I'm clueless. We did some closed group testing with very basic performance boost algorithms at the lab, and it worked. But to code micro-expressions into implant wearers, you need an AI as powerful as Akara. So, even if the idea is mine, most of the credit for its existence is Akara's. Wow. So Akara's are the only ones able to code M&A programs. That's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we're getting... What role does Akara play in all this? I think we're pretty much at that assumption where Akara androids will essentially, because they're not only putting these implants into people, they're also able to code those implants to do very specific things. So... the student becomes the master, huh? Yeah, I'm sure I'll lose my job to my own creation eventually. What do you plan to broadcast? Social psyche welfare. And that's it? Yes. A guy like me shouldn't be calling shots like that. M&A isn't a thing we should toy with. I'm not aware of the extent of its capabilities myself. Shit, sorry. I'm a bit overwhelmed by all this. Okay, I've heard enough. I'm sorry you're getting all these bad vibes from the M&A. Not that I don't understand why you'd get all alarmed. I just wish I could put your mind at ease before I leave. For now, I prefer if we moved on to another subject, though. Let me give him another drink. I want to see what he'll do with his vanity. So we need the blue one. Yes, pour it on the floor. That makes perfect sense. Good job. There we go. Get it in the glass. That seems like it would be enough, I think. We need a little bit of bourbon. Just a little bit, not too much. And a little bit of absinthe. Let's see if this will work. Shake it up good and good. Get a nice little mint-colored drink. Okay, a little more. A little more. God! Wait, maybe. Okay, so now we just... Sorry, my mouse keeps dying. Forget to charge it, like, all the time. I've had this problem before. Alright. Let's pour a little bit of this. Alright. Now we need... yeah. Okay. Fine. There we go. Oh, shut up. How's a human being able to craft something this flawless? I may have found my equal, but applied to bartending. I mean, I'm probably the #1 scientist alive, probably in all history in due time. But you, my friend, you are the best bartender this universe's chaos has ever given birth to. My most sincere congratulations, you talented son of a bitch. We should take a picture together for the annals. Oh, dude. Glad you like it. Okay, I'm back. What shall my privileged intellect help you with? Let's see. Any thoughts on Supercontinent's new direction? Sure, here's my 5 cents. They'd be fucking lost without me. Don't get me wrong, they've developed admirable muscle. But what's that good for without a genius who can put it to good use? Especially with the new CEO's surreal ambitions. How surreal are we talking? Hardcore surreal, building a utopia surreal. And I guess the M&A is the first step. Yep, just the beginning. Supercontinent's aiming to achieve a 10 out of 10 utopia, including a new clean and renewable energy plan. Eradicate war, save all animal species, redesign the social system so people aren't forced to work. Long term, it even considers colonizing other planets. I see how... Whoa, hey, got a couple of things. I see how humanity would be the first and foremost obstacle in that plan. Okay, cool. That's why you're aiming to put a smile on each of our whiny faces. Quite the cynical way to put it, but yes. Very laudable, but somehow it makes me even more anxious. Don't sweat, most of that probably won't happen during our lifetime. Any plans for Akara besides pottery? Pottery? That's a ridiculously tiny fraction of Akara's potential. Akara could well take on any job from flipping burgers to directing traffic. Akara could be your fucking dentist. You could kill a man and Akara would conduct the investigation, perform the autopsy, judge you in trial, and then officiate the victim's funeral. Okay, I get it. Akara could act as the loving mother of a dozen orphans. Akara could teach every subject in the university. He could even run for fucking president and win. Akara should be the president of the world. President of the world? You're crazy. Wait and see. They just need to finally get out there. You remember what I told you about the M&A, don't you? Well, this is why Akara is ideal to handle it, and I'd be pleased to enlighten you about it. Okay, moment of truth. How do Akara and the M&A fit together? This is it. This is good. With this one conversation, we are clearing out so many objectives. Okay, first of all, I want to defend my colleague Diana's work. I feel like you're pretty obstinate about seeing SPW as brainwashing. Spare me. She already explained how it's not brainwashing, but accessing our better selves. And I still don't buy it. Tough crowd, huh? What if I told you that the M&A regulating SPW, with the M&A regulating SPW, I can really do that line a lot better. Let me do that. What if I told you that with the M&A regulating SPW, you won't lose sadness or rage? I'm starting to get sick of these acronyms. This sweet duo's objective is to create a wonderful super-functional world. We can fine-tune the program to control only the most extreme effects of those states. The M&A will allow sadness, but not depression. It'll allow you to be angry, but won't let you get consumed by wrath. It'll allow you to dwell in pleasure, but won't permit utter hedonism. How am I going to get you fools to understand that altering someone's behavior is brainwashing? It's not that extreme. Why are you so against it? Okay. So, let people be depressed. That's not necessarily what we're going for. This will end human evolution. That's a little bit more accurate. Because, like, you have to understand, it is in necessity breeds innovation. And when you are depressed, it is you develop a necessity to like keep going, and you have to invent new ways to keep going, you know, like your traditional typical usual coping mechanisms just don't work anymore. Think of other ways to do it. Maybe it's, you know, go at it from a different perspective. Maybe it's take antidepressants, maybe it's go to therapy, maybe it's journaling, maybe it's taking a walk, maybe it's finding a new hobby. There are different ways to cope, and if you just sort of fine-tune someone's emotions and the chemicals in their brain and forcibly adjust that, there's no need for innovation at that point. Because then you'll have the Akaras doing everything, and social psyche welfare and the mirror neuron algorithm essentially trying to it's like an autocorrect for your emotions, and humans are not built to work that way. So why do you think you have the right to play God? That's a good question, but it doesn't serve the conversation. This will end human evolution. That's where you're wrong the most. The M&A is specifically designed to boost human progress. Shortening the joy-depression cycles will make you not only more productive, but more creative. This is quite literally just to increase productivity in humans. It's nothing more. This is a corporation we're talking about. A corporation that makes stuff, that, you know, advances technology that I don't really know all of what Supercontinent does. Hell, it could be this world's McDonald's or something like that. And all that's doing is like, oh, well, we notice a drastic decrease in productivity when our workers are depressed. So we're going to basically play with their brains and the chemicals in their brains and their dopamine levels to make them experience joy more often so that they will be happier when at work and will be able to work for longer hours. And therefore increase profit and productivity. So yeah, that's what this is about. Money! It's the root of all evil. Being consumed by hate or envy won't get your life or society moving. Haven't you ever found yourself wishing you could rid yourself of whatever nasty business is ruining your peace of mind? Forgive me for sounding like a TV salesman, but those days are over. Yeah, can we skip to the part, can we skip to where you tell me about Akara? That makes it sound like I'm fishing for information as opposed to, like, just having a normal conversation, so I gotta keep this one going. So I'll ask about the playing God thing. Even though it doesn't actually serve the conversation, well, that's simple. Because I can. Shouldn't we all be trying to change society for the better? You pull your strings from this fancy club. I just happen to be a super scientist backed by a powerful corporation. Suck it up. Seriously? Yeah, man, deal with it. That's your call to action? Deal with it? Be okay with what's happening? It doesn't matter? Just let people be depressed. I'm not talking about letting you have a bad week. You could be as gloomy as you want, but before you fall into clinical depression, the M&A will lift you up. It'll prevent you from committing murder or There are uncountable psychotherapists in the world already fighting that. What's wrong about simply eradicating it from society? Can we skip to the part where you tell me about Akara? You're way more obstinate than any of your colleagues, so we better not waste any more of either of our time. So neither of us will change their minds, but I'm the obstinate one, huh? Whatever, get yourself ready for the good part. We do agree that leaving control of the M&A to a corporation or individual would be unethical, right? Yes. We're in luck then. We have a wonderful and ever-caring AI which was designed with people's happiness in mind. The only problem with this is that it's technology and can be tweaked. It can be tinkered with. It can be altered. It's like that's what these dudes aren't understanding. This is essentially, it's an android. It's a robot. It is following a very strict protocol and algorithm that allows it to operate the way that it does. That algorithm can be tweaked. And it seems like in this world, there are these things called patches, you know, that can be delivered via internet. And since the Akara androids would be essentially connected to a neural network that is connected to the Supercontinent Corporation, you're still leaving it in the hands of people. Yeah, sure, I'm sure they have a very fantastic override system, but I'm pretty sure that can still be tampered with. This is still... It's no different than, like, this is essentially an iPhone with legs, you know, and it can be messed with. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. You gotta agree with me on this one. You've met Akara. If there's anyone with enough brain power to assess every person's case individually, it's them. Akari can study your habits, hobbies, desires, prejudices, and keep you within your optimal emotional range. I need you to leave now. What? Get out of my bar. Playtime is over. Hi, hun. Oh, you finally made up your mind? Yeah, I'm all for going at them with all we got. Listen, I'm in the middle of a delicate situation here. Good news is that I found COO Johannes Seftis. Oh. I'm gonna leave this on a cliffhanger, so I will see you guys in the next video. Please be kind to yourselves and to each other. My name is Ten, and I'll catch you.